with you guys.
Hey! Okay, go ahead, take a seat. Are we ready to have a little chika minute? Okay. So, of course, yeah, kumusta? How was your day so far?
Ito so okay. Siyempre kabagong pagising kasi mamaya lalabas na po yung album. So, yeah, halo ng excitement pati ka ba?
Yes, for sure. We're very proud of you. And syempre, I mentioned, sinabi ko kay Yel kanina sa backstage na grabe yung group niya, napakabilis.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much.
we are very proud of you for raising the flag of OPM.
Thank you. Gusto mo tao nagkikinig.
Yes. Kaya naman guys, don't forget to stream mamaya ulit, 12 midnight.
Yes.
12 midnight.
Yeah.
Diba guys, sabay din yung, yung album ni Jenny. Kasabay niyo yung
Ano na kayo sa akin na ako kay Jenny.
Exactly. Huwag na natin support yung K-pop. Charot. Okay, ako na for today. Pero of course, let's talk about Seven Sense. Yeah. You talked about how this album is a very personal album for you. Can you talk about siguro, ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng Seven Sense?
Yeah, actually, I just want to share also before I made Seven Sense, I was planning to release a full English album. Pero, you know, looking at the album, parang wala namang spark siya for me. So when I wrote Seven Sense, parang meron sa utak ko talaga na nag-push to really release this album. So it's entitled Seven Sense kasi if I'm not mistaken, there are 6 senses. And kumbaga, itong album na to, these are feelings na di ko kayang sabihin in direct words. So this is my 7 sense. Kumbaga, this whole album. And I hope baka 7 sense din siya ng ibang tao. Kasi these are mga situations na napagdaanan ko sa buhay. So yeah, it's very simple. That's why it's 7 sense.
Yes, so we are so excited to hear Seven Sense. I think I kind of want to dive through siguro yung writing process ng Seven Sense. Okay, tell us about yung mga, siguro yung mga na-release mo na and yung mga i-release pa lang tonight.
Yeah, I released 4 singles from the album. It's Minoy, Ikaw Pa Rin Lihim, and Minoy, Ikaw Pa Rin Lihim, and Sandali, yeah, thank you. Kaya, yeah, and there are 4 or 5 songs na bago. So, I wrote some of the songs 2 years ago, so matagal na rin. And ngayon lang talaga bumalik sa akin yung mga songs na yun na parang naramdaman ko ulit. So I had the courage to put them out now.
So parang itong Seven Sense album kind of brought the spark back
Yeah.
sa heart mo.
So when I wrote the Carrier song hanggang sa magsawa, sabay ko nasulat yung Malayo hanggang sa magsawa Lihim. So nung nabuo yung tatlo na yun, that's when I knew na I had to make an album out of those songs.
Now, yeah, this is your debut album.
Yeah.
Siguro, you know how when artists write music and songs and they go under production, it takes them a very long time
So much.
to conclude an album. How was the process for you in concluding this album? How did you choose the songs that would make it?
Actually, nung nag-finalize ako ng track list, hindi ko alam anong mararamdaman kasi sobrang halo-halo ito ng genre. The whole album, make siya ng anong klaseng genre na nag-iisip mo. But yeah, kumbaga, I want this album to open up sa mga utak ng mga tao na I'm able to, parang kaya kong i-carry itong genre na to. Same with Sandali. I mean, no one thought of me releasing Sandali. And with the other songs din sa album, ibang genre din sila. Ninoy is indie pop, which I produced with Nico from Nameless Kids. It was a new experience for me. So yeah, it was very fun. The production, sobrang saya. Though there are a lot of revisions, pero at some point, dumating din naman sa lighting ko. So to all the producers na tumulong sa akin for this album, thank you so much.
Yes, we're so excited to hear the whole album again tonight, guys.
Yes.
12 midnight. Okay, so yeah, before we talk about your lead single, syempre, we want to look at the album art naman of Seven Sense.
Kasi napatong ako sa sirap sa sakyan.
Ito?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, pwede ko ba i-reveal yan? Actually, nakapatong ako sa lamesa.
Wait!
Yeah, in-edit namin yan na mukhang nakapatong ako sa sasakyan sila.
Liar.
Yeah, totoo.
Seryoso?
Yeah. Actually, yung totoong picture niya, nasa lamesa lang talaga ako. Tapos in-edit namin. Kasi yung peg po talaga is But then, hindi namin siya kaya i-pull off. So, ginawa namin lang mesa, tapos in-edit namin yan. So, yeah, galing nang nag-edit. Kuya Emma, shoutout sa'yo.
Ang cool! Thank you, Kuya Emma! This is so cool! Okay, actually, yeah, I was gonna ask you about the creative direction, pero napaka-creative na rin. Diba? In-edit na yung kotse. Okay, so talking about your album art, and then you talked about the track list. Of course, we also want to talk about yung lead single ng Seven Sense. What is the lead single?
It's Sa Kevin Hanggang sa Magsawa. It's the last track sa album. So this song is, I'm not mistaken, 6 minutes long, I think. Yeah, so ito yung pinakamahabang kanta na sulat ko. And it doesn't feel like it's 6 minutes kasi sobrang raw lang din ang emotions na I wrote this 2 years ago. And sobrang sakit ko ng kanta. Actually, pati ako iniyakan ko yung kanta na yun. My parents, they cried sa song and my friends. So yeah, sana, I mean, ayoko naman umiyak eh. Pero sana umiyak din.
Wala pang 11 p.m. guys. Huwag muna tayo umiyak. Okay, but before that, you talked about the lead single. Siguro, I also want to hear what made you choose this one to be the lead single out of all of the songs?
I mean, actually, Malayo was supposed to be the Carrie single kasi I really love that song. Kumbaga, for me, alam you need to think of ano yung possible hit song mo for the album. But then, nung pinakinggan talaga namin, I was with Boss K that time, again. Nung kahit sa recording session pa, inisip na parang nag-decide na kami na hanggang sa Magsawa should be the Carrie single. Kasi sobrang from scratch kami. Sa production, kasama ako, wala kaming anything na dala. Sa studio, doon pa kami naglatag ng instruments and everything, sa vocals. So yeah, that's when I knew that, okay, it should be the lead single, aside from it being 6 minutes long.
So parang ito yung pinaka-raw.
Yeah, pinaka-raw
of the song.
Yeah.
I love it. And I think, yeah, should we give them a sneak peek?
We should.
Hey! Para sa iyo to. And what they, diba, yeah, they can post this.
Yeah, you guys can post this. Yes.
Okay.
Let's go.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh. Hindi pa kasi ako nagsasawa sa conversation natin. Okay, so again, let's hear the lead single of Seven Sense by MRLD. Before we move on to our Q&A with our friends from the media, you know how raw songs sometimes one take wonder siya? How about this song? How was
Just one day.
No way!
Yeah,
The whole song.
isang take kami doon. Tapos, sa production, isang take kami dito. Wala kaming revise. Kasi sobrang raw. Kung ano yung na-record namin, we made it work. Yeah, that's why I love this song so much.
Guys, excited na ako for Cloud Like, diba, Pearl? Yeah! Exactly. Grabe. I love it. Kahit na parang, ilan ba kayo? 10? 10? Feel ko nasa Skydome na ako. Diba? Ang lakas. But, again, thank you, Pearl, and thank you for giving us a sneak peek of your lead single. And, friends from the media, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's now your time to shine. It's time for us to open the floor to your questions. Anyone has questions for Yel?
Okay. Tutulungan kita.
Thank you, Kuya James.
First question comes from our friend here, Chris Ramos of One Music.
Hi.
Hello, bro.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
So, yung last song, napungi mo kanina na medyo malalim yung nag-uupo.
Yes,
sa kanya. Like, ano yung kwento behind it?
I never thought of telling them the story, but actually I wrote this when I was in 12th grade. And yeah, I was grade 12.
2 years ago, you were grade 12?
Yeah.
Solid. Okay, go
And
on.
then, yun, kumbaga, very kid love lang. Siyempre may magustuhan ng tao. Kaya nangyari kasi nun, this person I gave 2 chances. So, actually, nakalata siya sa lyrics ng song. And then, little did I know na pinagsabay pala kami. So yun, kumbaga pinagsabay, tapos di ako yung napili. That's why, I mean, it was nothing serious, pero malaki ng impact sa akin. Kasi syempre, na-hurt talaga ako lang. So, kumbaga yung coping ko was to write the song. And then now that I'm older, palalim din yung meaning ng song. So that's why I really love the single. Thank you.
And may follow-up din ng question. Kamusta yung process of coming up with an actual full album? Kasi di ba usually nasanay tayo na pa-single.
Yes po.
How is the challenge? And right now, meron ka bang natigil sa tangke na kaya mong mag-record ng another album or what?
Yes po. Actually, as I mentioned po kanina, I was supposed to release a full English one. And then, yeah, of course, nasa vault na po yun. And yeah, meron po marami pang songs na nasa vault pa. And kumbaga, this album serves as patikim lang with what I can show sa mga tao din po.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you. Gusto ko lang sabihin, guys, hindi ko nagre-regret na yung kid love ko. Nagre-regret na siya. Sana hindi ko siya pinili, di ba?
Sorry, grabe, hindi naman.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, do we have another question for you, James?
Next set of questions will come from John Bueno to Macau.
Hello po.
Hello. First off, congratulations.
Thank you so much po.
Hindi lang dito, but of course, yung other songs mo ay napakadaming streams na
Thank you po.
already.
Thank you po.
I'd ask you, how was your musician and singer-songwriter life before you joined OC Records and then after you joined them?
Actually, it was so different na po. Kasi I started as an independent artist. When I released an art gallery and I released Mix You, which is one of my biggest songs. Independent po ako nun. And sobrang wala po ako. And yeah, it was just like a single. Nung nag-sign na po ako sa OC, sobrang nag-change din talaga yung life ko. Mas namulat po ako sa industriya. Mas nakilala ako. So yeah, I really want to thank OC Records for giving me an opportunity.
Has your life changed?
I know it sounds weird, pero of course, may pangalan ka na po. So, you know, when you go out, it's different now. Hindi ka na normal na tao. So, everyone, kumbaga, everyone knows you. But yeah, for me, it's still the same. It's just different because of the name and kung ano yung nakikita ng mga tao sa akin.
And of course, you had the chance to also perform in different places.
Yes, po.
What was like the most memorable so far?
Oh, actually, the one in Indonesia po. It was my first out of the country then gig, and I was the only Filipino artist then I performed on. And the rest were from different Southeast Asian countries na din. And then it was very memorable kasi, of course, it was my first time. And ang saya din po sa feeling na yung mga tao doon, may mga tao sa ibang bansa na naghahangan din na makita ka, mag-perform live. So it was different. It was the best for me.
Alright. Was making an all-English album because of that experience? Were you trying to like woo more foreign audiences because, of course, they're really appreciating your songs?
Well, aside from, isang factor din po yun. But actually, when I write songs po talaga, siguro mga 80% of the songs I write are in English. But then, I realized that kumbaga, I'm in the Philippines, so I can't just, kumbaga, risky po talaga maglabas ng full English. Kasi, of course, the Filipinos want to hear songs in Tagalog. And yeah, with this album naman po, it's a mix of Tagalog and English. So, kinonsider ko na po talaga na at some point, yung mga foreign fans, meron silang makukuha from this album. And I hope they like it.
And they have like small, what do you call this, subtitles on it?
Yes po.
Aside from that, I'd like to ask you about your Cebu roots. When you were still in Cebu, where did you usually perform?
Actually, I never. School lang po. Sa school ko lang. And it was only one time. That I never na po ako I was just inside. Kasi pandemic po ako nag-start talaga mag-post sa Twitter and on other social media platforms. And then, as in, through the screen lang po talaga nakikita ng mga tao. And after the pandemic, doon na po talaga ako nag-started. And it was all here in Manila.
Okay. Since you're doing very personal singles and you write most of them,
Yes.
This particular single na nirelease mo, how personal is it? Is it like your personal life story?
Yes po. As I said po kanina, like it was something na I went through. And And yeah, I think it's very, I mean, it sounds childish, pero, you know, as of what I felt that time.
Does this go the same with your other singles, other releases?
Yes po. I mean, before po when I was younger, I would just base off from books with what I write. But now na, syempre, lumalaki ka, mas may nakahalupilong ang tao. Now they're all personal na po for me.
Okay. Just a second then.
Sige na po.
While you're searching for your question,
Yeah.
I'd love to ask you a question. Siguro, you said na everything, all the songs that you write are from the heart.
Yes.
Would you say that this is really your way of, this is part of your healing process na talaga?
Yeah, and kumbaga, syempre naman, di ba? Example, when I wrote Lihin, syempre, of course, meron crush at that time. So, I think that's, kumbaga, parinig, in a way, yun ang talaga siya for me. Kasi di ko kayang magsabi talaga in direct words. Yeah, all of my thoughts, dinadaan ko talaga sa songs ko.
Since shinare mo na yung kanina yung isang personal story about that, I'd like to know specifically yung ikaw pa rin. Can you tell us a little more?
Yeah, sure po. Actually, this one, I am a huge K-pop fan. So, kumbaga, this song was purely about being a delusional fan. Yeah! So, kumbaga, delusional. The song runs with kahit hindi ako pipiliin pa rin kita. Kasi as a fan, kumbaga, nakita ko talaga yung how my idols work around with their life, and kumbaga, I'm just a fan. So, kaya po yung cover art din ng song, actually, was kamay ng isang hip-hop idol ng kanya. Kasi never ko po siya ma-reach. So, kumbaga, yun po yung labas niya. Yeah.
Alright, tsaka kindly kwento din yung paano napunta yung laughter.
Oh, is that? Can I share that, Sir James? Would that be possible to share? Yung tawa sa ano? Ikaw pa rin?
Is that for you?
Yeah, sure, why not? I want to talk about that. Actually, as a huge K-pop fan, tawa yun ni Sana from Twice. Kasi I really want to build the song ko talaga na it was purely for my idols. So yun po, nagpo ng clip sa somewhere na tumatawa siya. And yeah, a lot of people were curious din. Yung iba nga natakot. Natakot daw yung tunog ng tawa. But yeah, it was from Sana, from Twice po.
Alright, and why did you choose that?
Kasi siya po yung bias. And yeah, like I guess with other fans as well, they feel the same thing about their idols. So kumbaga, that's why I released the song.
And would it be a dream to perform with them?
Of course. Oo, iiyak ko talaga.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much po.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Okay.
John.
Kuya James, sino ang next?
Next, na magtatanong will be Kevin Pableo of Manila Concert Scene.
Sir Kevin Pableo.
Congrats sa new album.
Thank you so much.
New album.
Thank you.
Sa buong tracks or sa tracklist na ito, may pinaka-tumatak sa'yo at yung pinaka-catchy ulit.
Ooh. I mean, aside from sa Carrie single naman sa the first track po from the album, it's entitled Dear You. Actually, I wrote this song for my mom. And every time, actually, before nung kinikwento ko pa po sa kanya or pinaparinig ko pa yung demo, naiiyak ko talaga ako. Kasi it was one of like, first time ko po talaga magsulat ng kanta na hindi na about love. I mean, it's not about love, but it's different with your parents. So, I love this song until now. Kung napapakinggan ko siya, naiiyak ko talaga ako kasi it's just about me thanking my mom with sa mga, she was there for me all throughout everything. So, yun po, Dear You, the first track.
Follow-up po, ano yung mga challenges na experience ito in producing or creating this album?
Kasi, as I mentioned po before, kanina, some of the songs were matagal na pong sulat. So, nung pinakinggan ko po siya ulit before producing, yung ibang kanta, ibang lyrics, syempre nag-cringe ka na kasi kumbaga di na tumatapak sa'yo. So, it's so hard to let go of some parts of the song na originally, but still, most of the songs po talaga, sinulat ko po ulit para na mas dama ko siya. So, that was one. thing. And with the production po naman, I mean, I worked with so many good producers, so it wasn't really that hard.
Last question. What are your preparations for your upcoming concert?
Yeah, actually, we're planning to rehearse na starting this week. And then we made meetings then with how the punch is gonna go. And yeah, I hope people are gonna come. I'm so sure that they're gonna love this. And yeah.
May mga special guest.
Yes, meron. Dalawa. Your secret na yun.
Okay, thank you and
Thank you so much po. Thank you po. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sir Kevin. By the way, naghahanap po sila ng crew. Di ba, Sir Kevin? Naghahanap po ba ng nag-coach siya sa ano eh. Okay, go on, Kuya James.
Okay, let's hear naman from World.
Yes.
Tawagin natin si Rian. May tanong daw siya si Rian.
Yoko.
Okay, question. Are there any musical influence that impact this album?
Oh, actually, yeah. I mean, with Sandali alone, kumbaga, BTS was one of my exposed early song. A lot of, actually, halo-halo talaga siya. Sa lahat ng genre, may malungkot, may masaya, pwede ko sumayaw, pwede ko umiyak. So, I want to share with Minoy. Actually, the inspo there was the 1975. It's a very indie pop. You know si Nico. Yeah, and yeah, also Shawn Mendes, mga malungkot na parts. And yeah, I mean, to conclude, andun pa rin talaga yung MRLD roots naman. Despite nag-experiment ako with the genres.
Meron pa. Which song from the album you're most excited to perform?
Siguro yung Sagot. Kasi it was written for you guys. It was written for the fans. So, kumbaga, it's one of the pinaka-upbeat din na songs sa album. So, yeah, sana magustuhan niyo yung para sa inyo.
Thank you, Sir. Thank you.
Alam mo yung gusto ko pang itanong. Ayan. Next set of questions will come from Hannah Malorca of Empire.
Hello po!
Hello po, it's nice to finally meet you.
Hello po.
Listening to your song.
Thank you so much po.
So first of all po, I love how you talk about your admiration for Sana and then how you translated it into a song kasi yeah, it's very real, Sana yun. So how do you try to like find the balance ng pagiging fan and then as an artist when you have to write about your idols?
Actually, hindi naman po siya mahirap kasi kumbaga naging musical influence ko naman din po talaga yung K-pop. So, andun pa rin po yung pagiging artist. But yeah, I love being a fan din kasi di ba, syempre ikaw, there are people who look up to you and I look up to other people as well. So yeah, it's not hard. I love music and syempre doon naman po talaga nag-meet yung lahat.
So in terms of sa album niyo po, since you mentioned nga po kanina that you like to write like personal music and songs that mean a lot to you, has there ever been a song na album na parang feel mo nahirapan kang isulat or when you look back at it, parang masyadong personal po?
Actually, siguro there's a track sa album ko is entitled Opposites. Kasi sobrang tagal na po kasi nung experience na yun. And nung pinakinggan ko po siya ulit, di na-swak sa akin yung lyrics. Kumbaga, hindi na ako natatamaan. So, I love the song, pero di ko alam paano ilagay yung sarili ko ulit doon. So, it was so hard to rewrite. But yeah, I was able to, look for a way na kumbaga mas ma-improve yung lyrics doon. And yeah, I love that song. So, gusto niyo rin.
I love how you mentioned rewrite kasi there are moments that it's hard to edit yourself when you're writing. So, how do you edit yourself when writing your songs?
Actually po talaga pag nag-cringe na ako. I mean, with that song, sobrang cringe ng second verse. So parang inisip ko, di ko kayang i-front yung sarili ko na gano'n yung lyrics. So yeah, it took so much time po talaga to find the right words to put again for the song. But yeah, thank God, at napalitan ko naman po siya.
So last for me, so is there a song sa album niyo po na parang very excited kayo na marinig ng fans?
Yeah, yun po. Yung as I mentioned kanina, ito Sagot. Actually, a lot of my friends love the song. I personally love it kasi sobrang mapasayaw ka talaga doon. yeah, I can't wait for you guys to hear it. I love that song.
Thank you so much for
Thank you po. Thank you po. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Hannah. Okay, so before we continue with our question and answer portion, syempre, speaking of answers, speaking of sagot, I think we should give them a sneak peek. Ooh, gusto niyo ba marinig? Ano ba energy? Emerald energy?
Gusto niyo?
Exactly. Okay, ito na. Sagot by MRLDs. Okay, yan inspiration of sagot.
Actually, Han.
Han, really?
Yeah, kasi I heard, nakalimutan ko anong tag namin for the song. But, yun, parang I wanted to write a love song based off paano sila mag-produce din ng kanta. And parang yung lyrics kasi sa chorus, simple lang ang gusto ko, di na tinatanong, ikaw lang ang sagot. And then, when I thought of that line, parang naisip, that's the dance. So, yun, kayo lang ang sagot.
Thank you!
I love it, guys. Gawin natin ang dance sa TikTok trend. Okay, pwede? Mamayang gabi na Hey! 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 Okay. Kuya James, do we have any more questions?
Yes, we have questions from Vicky Wang of Manila Standard.
Hello po!
Thank you. I am. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you po.
Para sa mga I'm not sure if this question has already been asked. Because I believe you mentioned that you started as an independent artist.
Yes po.
How did your career change when you signed with OC Records?
Actually, as I said po kanina, it's so different now. You know, kumbaga, mas kilala na po ng mga tao. They really did help me market myself. Kumbaga, kung paano ko i-front yung sarili ko, paano ko nakilala ng mga tao ngayon with the songwriting, the production, and you know, kung paano nila natulungan yung pagiging artist ko. Kasi it's so different now. When you're independent, nasa'yo lahat ng gawa and everything. But now, they're able to help me, and it's easier for me now. And yeah, syempre, you're more known. So, kumbaga, you know, my life is different now. Hindi na ako normal na tao, as they say. So, yeah.
Pero in terms of creative process and creative freedom, nagkaroon ba ng, let's say, limitation, or do you have to fit in a certain goal because you're with a label? Or
Ano po? You know, they're very, you know, they let me write what I want to write. And very supportive po sila with what I write. Actually, lahat ng kanta sinasabi naman nila na maganda. Kaya sana totoo.
That is nice to know. Last question from myself. Sabi nila right now, it's easier to produce music. Maraming platform. At the same time, yun din ang challenge. Dahil maraming gumagawa ng music, maraming platform na pwedeng paglabasan nito. Sa iyong opinion, does social media and other platforms help you as an artist in terms of your growth, and of course yung integrity mo as an artist na preserve in terms of parang being true or authentic to your craft?
Yeah, I mean, kasi different po talaga ngayon compared sa when I started writing also. Kasi it was pandemic. So lahat po talaga, totoo. I mean, ako po yung naka-witness din sa sarili ko na just posting yourself sa social media, it's a huge impact with how people are gonna react. Kasi yung mga tao po talaga kasi yung nag-believe sa'yo. And doon po ako nakilala ng OC because of the posts I did. And right now po wala kang label. Just, you post your songs on TikTok, you post your songs on Facebook, you put it out on YouTube. You can grow. So right now, sa panahon po talaga ngayon, it's so different. And totoo po, it's easier to produce now since, syempre, you can do it on your own now. Kung may pangalan ka, you're lucky. So that's very different now.
We're glad you have found your family with those records.
Sorry? Yeah, sure. Sorry, what was the question, sir?
No, I said I'm glad you have found the family with those records.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Alright, next set of questions will come from Nika of Push.
Hello po.
artist would that be? And what kind of song would you do with that artist?
Oh, ano ba? Actually, I have this song. Actually, one of the songs in the album, it's entitled Sagot. I really was planning to do it with Justin from SB19. But then at some point, parang I really did think ko talaga na it's, of course, it's a debut album. And I really want to showcase on din myself. Kumbaga, para mas makilala lang din ng mga tao. And I wanted as a gift for myself to din, since it's a debut album. But then I could add a track. Ooh. It would still be an unreleased song. I don't know po kung ano dun. But yeah, there's this one song that I wrote. It's entitled I Still Think About You. I call it Istay. It's like Ninoy. So yeah, I would add that song sa album.
Sino po yung gusto niyong to do it with a particular your idol or maybe sana yung mga gusto mo i-collab?
Probably it would be, yeah, I would put Gracie Abrams on the song. Kasi super idol ko po siya ngayon. Actually, sobrang nag-inspo ko din po siya with producing the album. So yeah, Gracie, hello.
Yes. Since hindi naman na po yan, hindi na po yung magiging bago kasi there's so many ways to do it. My next question po is aligned with that. Since you've been nowadays representing the Filipino music, how does it feel po na isa po kayo sa mga reasons why nag-boom yung musikang Pilipino sa iba't ibang bansa, especially on platforms na kayo mismo gumagawa ng mga music?
I mean, first of all, very grateful po talaga. It feels different na may mga taong, syempre hindi naman Tagalog, na minahal yung kanta kong Tagalog. So, you know, they're willing to translate it just para mas maramdaman nila. And yeah, I went to Indonesia. It was different there. Sobrang ramdam ko yung pagmamahal din ng mga tao with OPM. When I was able to talk to some other fans, I heard different artist names din from the Philippines. I heard Addy, I heard Zach. So it feels amazing na kasi when we talk about international music, it's from the US and nag-breakthrough siya sa atin. So it feels amazing lang din na OPM kaya din mag-breakthrough sa iba't ibang bansa.
Last na lang po na question, isisegue ko na po kasi Sandali is one of my favorite go-to song yun. Ano pong reaction ninyo? Kasi everyone's been liking that song. Like me, I like listening to it when I want to chill on a Saturday night or just Sunday morning. Mga ganun po. And we saw that people also do trends kaya ng sinabi mo kanina. Like, you personally dance also sa isang mga trends na ginawa from your fans. Reaction na din and messages na din sa fans mo. Thank you.
I don't know if kwento ko na, but I leaked the song 2023, no? November. I know, last year. I know, 2023, sorry. And it was November. When I leaked the song, di pa po siya buo. And I remember getting hate comments the video kasi it's so not me and it's a different genre, so people were telling me to stick with what I write, what love songs na. And then nagulat na lang po, dinilip ko yung video but the sound was still up there. Nagulat po around March 2024, nag-trend po siya, so I was like, oh, I thought you guys hated the song. Tapos biglang chinek ko po yung audio sa TikTok, it had like 2,000 videos. So parang, it's, kumbaga minahal din naman ng mga tao yung side ko na yun. And it took so long to release. I think kasi nili ko nga po siya. Kasalanan ko din naman po yan. Nili ko siya na hindi pa siya buo. But yeah, thankfully, nung nalabas yung buong kanta, mas minahal siya ng mga tao. And yeah, it was the first time din po na sumayaw ako for this song. And yeah, I trained with A-Team. You know, I did dance classes. And I'm so happy to see people doing the dance. I like dance covers also. So yun, kumbaga, syempre bago din po for MRLD yun. Yeah, thank you. Thank you to everyone who na minahal yung kanta na yun. Thank you po sa inyo.
Thank you so much po.
Thank you po.
Alright, before we continue with our Q&A, of course, let's acknowledge first our Vice President of OC Artist House. We have our Miss China Ortalet. bongga. And of course, World is here as well. Okay. Kuya James, any more questions on your end?
I have here Sir Vince Bernardo from Philippine Concerts.
Ooh, hi.
Hello po.
Hi, Sir Ferdinand. Congratulations sa...
Thank you po.
Since nag-perform ka sa Classic Street Festival, can you share your experience sharing the stage with Rina, Kelani?
Actually, when I got the news, kung nag-DM po kasi sa akin yung Plus 63, and when I checked the page, I saw so many big international artists, so I really had to grab that opportunity. But yeah, it's a new experience for me, though, kasi it's may kasama akong international. Sobrang malaking blessing po talaga yun sa akin. I'm a huge Kehlani fan, so it was a dream for me also. So yun, yeah, I'm very grateful, and it was like one of the best festivals din na natutugan ko.
I have one more question. Sa local artists, whether it's a recording or on stage, sino yung dream collab?
Oh, actually, we talked about this kanina sa likod. It would be Sir DJ Monterde. Kasi, I don't know, I saw his concert po last February. This February, sorry. And then sobrang na-amaze lang po ako with how he speaks his mind with his music. And that's something I really want to learn then. And yun, kumbaga, I write a lot of love songs, and he's known for love songs. So I hope soon, kumbaga, I really think na our minds will click when it comes to songwriting.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Next.
Palagi sample naman dyan.
Yan o. Okay, next set of questions will come from Albert of Chicken is Out. Wala na yung the chicken is out. Hey, mabuhay. Congratulations.
Thank you po.
And yung first question ko is, when did you realize that you're making it big in the music industry?
Actually, I remember po, I don't know if nakwento ko to, but I was 14 when I wrote an art guide in the music issue. And kumbaga, I wasn't really that active po with social media. And then, nagulat na lang po ako. So when I released the song, dinat po ako ng puyan. So for me, it was just like an achievement na may nalabas ako na kanta. And then, one of my friends called me. Sinabi niya po, oh, your song is trending right now sa TikTok. And I don't know what TikTok was, even though I'm young and all of that. Kasi I wasn't really that active. And then, chinek ko nga po siya. It was, kumbaga, most of the people na gumagamit that time was from Indonesia. So, of course, it's different when it's out of the country. So in my head, I was like, wow, am I a big star now? But yeah, it was different. I was so happy when I saw the numbers, and when I checked Spotify, kasi I'm not the type talaga to check the numbers sa Spotify. It was over 1 million na. So yeah, it was a dream for me.
How are you adapting with this industry? Kasi for sure, you started young, and then iba rin yung sistema ninyo lalo ng mga baguhan with all these streaming platforms. How are you adapting all these things?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to share also that I'm still a student, so it's different when you're outside. Kumbaga, you always need to keep in mind na hindi ka na normal na tao, as I said. And you know, it's fun to meet also artists that have the same passion as you. I mean, kumbaga, naging drive ko din po talaga when every time I talk to them, every time I meet a new artist. Kumbaga, I also learn from them. And yeah, it's very different now na may pangalan ka. And still, it's a blessing for me. I always take it as a blessing.
Mas mahirap bang may love ngayon?
Oo naman, of course, it's... Sino mga tao? Of course, it's so hard. It's so hard to be open about it. I mean, this goes for all the artists, not only me. I speak for their behalf. But yeah, you know, it's different now. Kasi may pangalan ka na. So, of course, some people are gonna be disappointed, some people are gonna love you. So yeah, it's different. It's different.
And earlier you mentioned PJ Mundarria as one of those you aspire to collaborate. Do you have a province ba before you joined?
Yeah, I'm from Cebu.
Ah, okay.
And I heard Sir TJ is from CTO. Yeah. Yeah, so it will be fun to write on Bisaya.
Yeah, yun yung question ko. Is parang would you, kasi parang mas lalong lumaki yung name ni DJ when we started promoting regional songs, di ba?
That's right.
Is that something also, or may mga nasulat ka namang gano'n?
Yeah, meron po, of course, but like I'm not that confident pa. Even though it's my mother tongue, I'm not that confident pa with releasing Bisaya songs. But yeah, hopefully soon. Hopefully soon.
Okay, and last na lang, since you witnessed one of the best concerts of 2025, yung kay DJ,
Yes, well.
ganun, how would you want to mount your dream concert?
Oh, I mean, production-wise, I really want. Actually, with this first concert pa lang po, I parang sinabi ko na sa kanilang ano po talaga yung gusto ko. And yeah, I mean, if we're able to do it, why not? I hope abagan ng mga tao yun. This could be my dream concert.
Congrats!
Thank you po. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Alright, punta na tayo sa final. Last set of questions will come from Ate Rose Garcia of PEP.
Hello po.
Hello, good afternoon, and congrats.
Thank you so much po.
Okay. Well, my first question, medyo na-late kasi ako. Actually, late talaga. Can you tell us more about Seven Sense and why Seven Sense? Meron bang meaning? May mga, kasi it talks about senses. So, can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, sure. Well, with genre-wise, with the album, it's a roller coaster ride. Kasi, when you talk about albums, it's usually some emotion check, some kumbaga naka-stack in that, related that. But with this one, I mean, it's still related, but it's packed with different genres na I really want to show sa mga tao na I'm able to do. So kumbaga, this would open doors din for future projects na parang hindi na magulat ng mga tao sa ibang sandali. But yeah, it's entitled Seven Sense din po because, as I said po kanina, there are 6 senses. And kumbaga, the whole album is like, these are feelings na hindi ko po talaga kaya sabi directly. So, kumbaga, this album is my 7th sense.
Kada sense, may meaning sa'yo.
I mean, sorry, but kumbaga, there's like this sense of touch, sense of smell. Kumbaga, alam naman po natin yung feeling na yun. Kasi we're all humans, but kumbaga, with what I felt with these songs, kumbaga, it opened a new sense for me, which is 7th sense po.
Okay. Alam mo, before ako namapunta dito, I'll be honest, di ako masyadong pakapamilyar. Pero sobrang in mo daw sa lalo sa mga Gen Z.
Ay, hindi po.
Yeah. So, paano mo naman i-reach yung mas Gen Z pa sa Gen Z? Yung aming bars or something or more?
Huwag naman po ganun. Pero yeah, I mean, I write a lot of love songs. And kumbaga, my mom is the living proof na kaya kong i-reach yung mga ganong klase ng sa ages. But yeah, I mean, inspo ko din naman po talaga is, my mom loves, what's the, mga air supply, mga ganun po. So, kumbaga din po, kinuha din po talaga with how I started with my songwriting.
Okay. Tapos, paano mo ma-assure yung sarili mo na time will come, hindi lalaki ulo mo?
Oh.
Kasi parang may mga alam ako na parang eventually medyo lumalaki na talaga ang ulo sa part mo.
I mean, sa akin po talaga, I always, even when, until now, since I'm a student po talaga, I never, even my friends tell me na never po talaga nila naramdaman artist. Not in a bad way, but like personality-wise, I'm still, kumbaga, I still live the life na kung paano mamuhay yung normal na tao talaga. I never really acknowledge myself as an artist, even though, you know, they show that respect. But yeah, I can really assure myself po talaga, I don't see myself na kumbaga maging mayaman, since I know my roots and I know where I came from.
Promise mo yan, ay?
Oo, promise ko.
Ayun, nandiyan.
Record mo yan, promise ko.
Okay. Speaking of your manager, kumusta naman? How was it being managed by, of course, Aussie Records, by Kian, by China? How was it?
Of course, syempre sila po yung tumanggap sa akin with open arms. Di pa po ako kilala. And, you know, until now, they still tell me na, you know, it's a blessing din for them na na-scout nila ako. And yeah, you know, it feels so good na sila yung tumanggap po sa akin na, syempre, di naman po ako sumikat agad. And they really saw the vision. And yeah, Boss K is not here, but Mom China is here, and I always consider her as my second mom. So yun, I love OC Records and the whole team. I love you guys. Look.
I learned parang 3 years ka na sa Aussie. Or
Magpa-5 na po.
Magpa-5 na pala?
Yes po.
So, how was it, yung waiting time? Buti hindi ka give up, yung mga ganon.
Actually, po, when I signed sa OC, the first song na nilabas ko was Ligaya. And after ilang months naman po, nag-boom naman po talaga yung kanta. So, it was, kumbaga, may assurance naman po doon na, okay, you know, I'm at the right track right now kasi minahal ng mga tao yung unang kanta na i-release ko under them. So, yun po. I mean, it doesn't feel like 5 years. It still feels new until now.
Okay, last two. What makes you unique among other artists, singer, and can you tell us more about who you are? Sino ka talaga?
I think, syempre po, you know, a lot of people don't know me as, kumbaga, I always talk about my gender. So, babae po ako, but my voice sounds like this, I look like this. So, that makes me unique for myself naman. Parati kong pinagmamayang yun, na it's different. Kasi, you know, you're part of the female reach, the female roster of artists, but, you know, different yung pakikitungo mo with the craft you make. Yun po, parang with myself naman, you know, MRLD, you know, I got the name from my real name, which is Miranda Jesus, and I took the vowels off. So it's MRLD. And yeah, I'm a singer-songwriter. I started when I was 14, and I posted covers on Twitter. Nahanap ako ng OC, and then yun, things happen.
Okay, thank you and congrats.
Thank you so much po. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much po. From Pep, congratulations din po sa 1 million subscribers na yun. Updated po ako. Kuya James?
It's a prank, hindi pa pala yun yung last.
Okay.
Wait lang, kaya alam. Uunahin ko lang si Queenie from World.
Yun, girl!
Siyempre dapat si Queenie rin.
Kaya, yun, may nakanda.
So, itong sa album mo, ano yung message or emotions or feelings na you hope listeners will take away from your album?
Yun nga, as I mentioned kanina, sasayaw ka, kikiligin ka, iiyak ka. And yeah, you know, every time I write songs, I always consider what other people would feel about the song. And I really am confident na hindi lang ako yung dumaan sa ganito. So yeah, I hope you guys makarelate din kayo, sure all of you.
Last question. Is there any specific themes or concept that you wanted to explore?
Oh, I think I really want to try rock din. Sige ba, pare-pare ba? Palayo sa kung ano talaga sinusulat nyo. Pero yun, you know, with how I see, how I saw Sandali, and kung ano yung results na, kumbaga, nadagdagan din naman yung confidence ko to explore more. That's why confidence talaga ako when I was producing this album. So yeah, I hope so. Rock, why not?
And last time talaga, which song from the album are you excited to perform?
Ooh, actually, aside from Sagot, this one, sa magsawa talaga, may vision na ako with paano namin laro ito sa concert. So, yeah, kung naiiyak na kayo with the Spotify version, mas paiyakin ko kayo sa na. Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, ito na talaga. Last
Sir James talaga.
set of questions from Stars Photo himself, Kuya Alan Sancon.
Hello po.
Hello, congratulations.
Thank you po.
Yung tanong ko lang sa'yo, paalam dun sa question ni Albert, di ba? If, sabi mo nga, medyo mas mahirap mag-love life ngayong sikat ka na, di ba? Pero ikaw ba, para alam din ng fans mo, what is your ideal partner?
Bakit mo?
Nakawisan ako. Pero, the standard naman. I think it's very common to, syempre yung mabait. Mabait, mamahalin ng parents ko. Mamahalin ng fans. Kasi yung fans ang talaga yung first love ko. And, yun, mabait.
Siyempre, alam mo naman yung mga fans ngayon, di ba? Pero may mga talagang in love sa kanilang mga idol.
Yeah.
Medyo fairy tale question ko. Kung sakali mo may na-in-love sa yung fans, will you entertain it or not?
Oo naman. Siyempre yung mabait. Pero yeah, of course, siyempre, I don't know. I mean, answer ko po talaga is I don't know kasi unfair naman po sa akin yun. Sila kilala ako. Ako, hindi ko pa masyadong. So, kung may pagka-imbalance doon. But yeah, kung pasok sa standards, why not?
Mabait.
Mabait number one, mabait.
What is the song of your love life na mo? What is the song of your life na?
Of course, it's very different po with how I live life before. Kumbaga, it's different na pag may lumalapit sa'yo, tapos kilala ako, may picture. Sobrang kailangan, you're very careful din with the people who are around you. So, yun, kumbaga, mas may respeto lang po talaga sa sarili ko. Right now, since I was able to build naman din my name out of, all the hard work.
Yung question ko pa, pag magaling ka daw na singer, magaling ka rin daw mag-acting. Will you consider entering acting career if given a chance?
Actually, if I'm not wrong, there were also a craze with an acting, pero I don't really see myself kung talaga, memorizing scripts and, trying to show emotion. But yeah, I do it with my music videos, pero hanggang doon na lang po talaga siguro ngayon. But, maybe soon, magbago po yung isip ko, why not?
Kung magbago yung isip mo, sino yung gusto mong maging kapareha soon? Kung may chance na makapartner on screen.
Ay, gusto ko po kasing role yung criminal po.
Hindi na po siya para sa probinsya.
Batang Quiapo ba? Sino yung gusto mong humuli sa'yo kung criminal ka?
Sino? Siguro sino dapat lalayo mo si Coco Martin?
Last na lang, isang tricky question lang. Related to Seven Sense, di ba? Kung ano lang naman to, kung sakali lang, dun sa Seven Sense na yon, kung mayroong isang sense na mawawala sa'yo, ano yung pipiliin mo dun sa Seven Sense na yun at bakit?
Hirap, di ko ito na brief. Siguro yung sense of smell na lang. Siguro. Since ako po kasi talaga yung tao na mahilig talaga tumingin. As in with the sight, I love looking at surroundings ko talaga. So yung kami nakikip ko, I love feeling things through touch din. So kumbaga kung may mawala sa akin, siguro yung sense of smell na lang.
kung ano naman yung i-improve mo at yung pinakamatinding senses, ano yun? Na gusto mong ma-improve or parang
I mean, aside sa sense of psychosis, yung eyes ko po hindi na po okay. Siguro yung, ano ba? Sense of, sa taste po siguro. Since I don't explore with food. So I think that's something that I want to improve and I want to explore.
Thank you and
Thank you
congratulations.
po. I love that question. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.